What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Get Feathered. And today we're going to do a daily reading. So let us see what information you might need today. These are going to be different each day as I pull them. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are. If you resonate, you resonate. If you need the guidance, you've got a question and it happens to answer your question, well then these messages are typically for you. Let's jump into it, shall we? So the first message is movement. So there is something that you want to make a move on, or Spirit is saying you need to get moving on something, okay? Some of you may have just kind of been floating, had a sense of floating, not knowing where to go, what direction to head into. Just making plans but not executing them. Okay, there's that spark. Some of you are you just need to get lit and to get going on projects, on things that you may have been procrastinating on. It happens, and we'll see what this might be involving. But there has been a challenge in movement forward. So some of you may be wanting to move, maybe wanting to make a move, and it doesn't matter what level of life it is or what subject it is involving. Okay, this is double sevens actually. No, it's not. It's 17. So it's an 8. It's all about movement. So you've been at a plateau, maybe haven't been making a bunch of decisions, just kind of planning for things. So this is like before you make a move, before you travel, before you date somebody or level a relationship up. It's a period of stagnancy that some of you have been in, procrastination. But the challenge is actually getting things off the ground, stabilizing things, and the challenge has been, or the struggle has been, maybe getting that motivation or having that motivation to get going on projects or in relationships. So see what this might be. This procrastination, what has been holding you back from this movement, from moving forward, from making moves, what this is. There is the Knight of Wands reversed, the 10 of Wands. This could be involving work. It doesn't have to be. It could be relationship. Some of you may have just recently had a child or been planning a family, planning on making moves. So you have been in creation mode. So the Knight of Wands reversed says, I'm not ready to take action yet. I'm not confident. I don't have that bravery. I don't have that courage. It's too much of a struggle. But I'm going to tell you, when we are in these energies where Spirit is trying to move us, this could definitely be in regards to a love situation, but making a decision, a big decision. So moving, yeah, there's a lot of moving here. Movement, making a move. It's not that you haven't been doing anything. It's that you've been in planning mode or strategy mode in your mind. And this has been the work that you've been doing. Okay? It's not for nothing, but the universe is like, there's something that's holding you back. Maybe you're afraid that it's going to be too much work. Maybe it is a lot of work because, say, for instance, again, moving home, there's a lot of planning that goes into that. There's a lot of, like, you got to find the location. You've got to pack all your stuff. You got to find a place or a person to move it. You got to sell the house. You got to buy a new one. There's so much that goes into moving, relocating, even moving jobs. Still, you've got to contact all of your insurances. You have to contact your banks and make sure your stuff is handled with new deposits, and there's a lot of things that go into it. Plus, you have to put in the applications. You have to do the interviews. A lot of pieces of the puzzle happen before the actual movement. So I believe that right now, the universe is saying it's time to move. It's time to actually do the physical portion or the action portion, not so much the planning and the preparing. It's now time to figure out where you're going, figure out where you're headed, and get there. Take the action. Okay? Leave the past in the past. Don't look back, because then you'll probably procrastinate or hesitate. Some of you, this is just hesitation because, well, maybe it's too work. Maybe your relationship is too much work. Maybe moving is too much work. All of the pieces and all of the things that go together to do something is too much. It's too much work. Let's see what you want to share with me in regards to this. Your advice. And for those of you that need it, I am going to be doing an extended, and we're going to look at the different signs, so you can look at your major placements if you would like to. We're going to go through all zodiac signs. I'm going to give you a little bit of guidance. So the extended will be the top link in the description box for those that truly need the guidance. Okay. All right. So some of you haven't been wanting to it's commitments. Okay. Commitments have been difficult. You have definitely had a recurrence of difficult relationships and difficult situationships. Okay. That could be love and money. Okay. But it's all been difficult. So the Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Eight of Cups reversed, the Two of Cups reversed. So it's failed commitments. So what you commit yourself to fully hasn't worked out. And you're saying that's the struggle here. Every time I move forward, every time I take action, every time I put myself and commit myself to something, it fails, or it's so much work, or it doesn't work out. And that, yeah, I mean, it's not like you don't have, I mean, you probably get a lot of attention. You probably have no, if you walk into a restaurant and you want to be a server or a line cook, you can probably get a job right then and there. I'm just saying it's easy for you to get these new beginnings, but once you are committed to them, it falls apart. So there's the hesitation for some of you. So now you're just like, I've been burned too many times. I don't want this to fall apart. So there is something that you're wanting to take action on. And it's something big. It could be love with the lovers. It could be a soulmate relationship, twin flame relationship, of course. It could be moving. It could be a lot of different things with the Ten of Wands here. And you definitely have the courage within you and the strength within you as the Queen of Wands to get through this. And you have the energy of the Hierophant to commit to something new, to commit to all kinds of things new. But you're saying, I've already done the healing. This is always what happens to me. So that's a mindset issue right there, where the final card is the Six of Swords here, where you're saying, these options, these opportunities, this confusion, it's a big deal. It's a big choice to make, or it's a big lesson, or it's a big choice to make because you've gone around in this cycle so many times where it just doesn't work out. Relationships, jobs, all of it. And it's time to move with the Six of Swords into a new path, moving into the unknown, seeing clearly, gaining information as you go. You can go as slowly as you want to, or you could go as fast as you want to. You could put a motorboat on that boat, or a motor on that boat, and then go faster, or you could just gently move along. Okay? But it's time to get moving. And it's a mindset shift from a Five of Swords, which is self-sabotage, procrastination, Um, it's just a nasty mental negative. It's a negative mental state that keeps you from moving forward, from seeing the better. Okay, so this is what has to happen, what has to shift here in order for you to get movement. You have wish fulfillment and healing happening here. I don't see. Okay, so underneath it all, it is you being able to face the fact that you have trust issues. Yeah, that's what keeps you hesitant from moving forward. And this is what needs to be looked at. You've been avoiding looking at it, and you typically avoid things. If this is resonating for you, you typically avoid things. And that creates, you avoid looking at it, or you don't recognize that you have trust issues. So when you have these trust issues, it causes you to hesitate and hold back and stay in that planning state, or stay in that strategizing state, but not actually putting the action towards making things happen. Okay. One final card, and then we will see you in the extended for all of the zodiac signs. I will give you guidance in regards to this. Okay, dry desert. It's like you're staying stuck because there's the commitment. You stay stuck, or there's no options or no opportunities. But what happens when you're manifesting, if you are saying already to yourself, energetically, emotionally, mentally, your mindset is, it never works out. Nothing's going to work out. It's always going to fail. It's always going to end up heartbreak. Anything I commit myself to isn't going to work out. Every time I put all of my energy into someone or something, it fails, and it ends up being painful to me. If you live in that kind of mindset, the universe is going to, after a while, stop bringing you opportunities, because you're already telling the universe you don't want any more opportunities. You won't trust the opportunities that come to you anyway. You're not going to take action on them. Why bother? So this is definitely a negative mindset, a self-sabotaging mindset that you can change, and you can get movement on it. So the universe is saying it's time to get yourself lit, light a fire under your booties, and get moving on things. Okay? Especially things that you're truly desiring, things that are on your level now, things that you are asking the universe for, that you're manifesting, your wishes being granted, your things that you want and desire. Well, if you want and desire, and you want and desire, but you never take action on the opportunities that come your way, the universe is eventually going to be like, I give up. Nothing makes you happy. You're not doing anything. You're not taking inspired action. You have to take action, at least in some way, whether that's being appreciative of the opportunities, or actually moving towards the opportunities and saying, okay, well, I tried. What's next? Anyway, them's the words, them's the messages. That's what I got for you today. If you would like to see me over in the extended, click the link in the description box. Until next time, namaste.